We looked at addition and subtraction for rational numbers. Now we're going to look at multiplication. So the definition of multiplication when you have rational numbers, remember rational numbers are those that can be expressed as fractions. If a over b and c over d are any rational numbers, that if you want to multiply them together, you just multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. So it's always going in this sort of a motion. You do not have to find a common denominator. Multiplication is actually one of the easier things to do when you're looking at fractions. So this first question says, if 5/6 of the people in a certain city are college graduates and 7/11 of the city's college graduates are female, what fraction of the population of the city is female college graduates? So 5/6 of the people in the city, so not all of the city, but almost all of the city, are college graduates, and 7/11 of those are female. 7/11 of the 5/6. So I guess what we're trying to really find out is, what is 7/11 of 5/6? That's what we're really asking. And when you see the word of in math, you're going to start realizing that that means multiplication. So we're going to do 7/11 times 5/6. And again, that word of is the multiplication symbol. So when we multiply fractions, we multiply straight across the top. So 7 times 5 is 35, and 11 times 6 is 66. And I don't think that that can be reduced. So 35/66 of the population of the city is female college graduates. Again, the big takeaway here is the word of. All right, next one. Mary took 3/4 of a pizza home in a box. Her son ate 1/3 of what was in the box. How much of a whole pizza did he eat? So he ate 1/3 of what was in the box, and what was in the box was 3/4 of a pizza. So again, it's like saying, what is 1/3 of 3/4? And again, the word of means that you have multiplication. So when you multiply across here, I'm actually not going to multiply it. I'm going to show you another way to simplify. So I'm not going to actually multiply it out. I'm going to write that the top is 1 times 3 and that the bottom is 3 times 4, because what we learned previously is that when you have only multiplication in the problem, if you have a factor on the top that's similar to a factor on the bottom, those actually cancel and turn into 1. So we can simplify this first, and we can find out that it's 1/4 of a whole pizza is what he ate. So rather than calling it 3/12 and then having to go backwards and then write the factors down and then cancel, I'm just going to cancel as I go. So you may remember, anytime you have a factor on the top that matches one on the bottom with multiplication, you may have been taught to do that. And this is the reason why. So it's 1/4. Also, if you draw a picture of this, so what Mary took home was 3/4 of a pizza. So I'm going to kind of draw it like this. This is not a very good drawing, but that's what 3/4 of a pizza would look like, right? And if her son ate 1/3, then that means her son ate one of those pieces, and one of those pieces right there would be equivalent to 1/4. So on this one, you can actually draw a picture and it makes sense. I don't think I would recommend drawing a picture on the first one though. So again, the big takeaway here is that the word of means that you're going to multiply, and when you multiply fractions, you don't need a common denominator. You just multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom.